meeting next session. Just to let you know, because I'm going to a wedding in New York.
Next week.
Next week, that's right.
Not next session.
And some other stuff next week, next session.
There's a big difference.
You're absolutely right. We're not meeting next week. If we're not meeting next session, that almost puts into us a logic loop. Puts us into a logic loop. It's pretty odd. Okay. Anyway, it's now Thursday, still Thursday, September 17th. When we last left our brave adventurers, they had finally, uncovered the mystery of the ancient mines and of these fiendish skulks that were plaguing Goldom. Now they wonder what the hell they're going to do next. I say we advance. Sure, yeah. That's my idea.
Agreed.
Sounds like a plan. Ooh, very good.
Sure, let's advance.
Let's advance. Excellent. You know,
Power's good.
yeah, I completely agree. You know, the only trouble, of course, is that I don't know about you, but I've got the money, so we're probably gonna have to go more in debt to that blood-sucking fiend Yamakazima.
We're gonna need to do something to actually get treasure.
Yeah, I completely agree. We need to get some treasure. We need to get some treasure and some loot and some magic items. I mean, this is pretty lame. Like we're gonna be third level, and we're gonna have no magic items or magic or money or anything.
We need to find some stuff to fight that actually has some carries.
Let's find some rich people and fight.
Right, exactly. Yeah. That's what the owner was trying to do earlier. Are there any rich people in the town? Let's go fight them. Let's go kick their butt.
Odin doesn't understand the whole advance thing. He was built for a purpose. And
Yeah, exactly.
Don't worry, just follow along.
Follow along.
We'll show you how to improve.
We should have Goliath train.
all right.
There you go.
We should have Goliath train.
Yeah, excellent.
That'd be great. Goliath hold his head.
Goliath may be larger, but he's at the same skill level as I am.
Oh, you think so?
There you go. That's the attitude. That's the attitude.
He got an upgrade chip.
Or he didn't get the downgrade chip that you have right now. I actually am a 17th level undead destructor. I just don't remember any of it. So what do you guys want to do?
Let's go into debt.
Sure.
Dad.
We'll pay that back. Now, by the way, I have
What's another 300?
Exactly. You know, good money after bad, whatever. Right? Who cares? Right?
I'm not even keeping track.
I am, and it's on the bottom of your character sheet. It's on the bottom of every single one of your character sheets, by the way. Bottom lower right corner. I have presumptuously, decided that you were all going to do this and just written down what you actually.
Very kind of you.
Yeah, so that's fair.
Yeah, what's all that loot you promised us, huh?
What?
All that loot you promised us in the dungeon?
Yeah, what about all that loot that was supposed to be down there, man? That is so lame. That's like Indian giving. A DM saying that there's going to be loot somewhere and there's no actual.
There was plenty of loot.
I think there was treasure down there.
There was treasure?
There was treasure.
All we have to do is mine the place, and it's a gold mine.
It's a gold mine. Fun.
Just no, that's the one piece of treasure we're not allowed to take.
Oh, that's right. We made a bad deal. That's our fault.
Exactly.
Okay, we done this.
By the way, just so you know, as far as the whole loot thing is concerned, let's step out of the game here for a second. You know those creatures? We've been playing Guess the Monsters here on the forums and all this sort of stuff, right? You know those three-legged creatures that you guys were fighting before, right in the first adventure? Jumped out of that little pit and various other types of things? Those are called gambados. Do people know what gambados are? Have you ever encountered gambados before? Okay. Old monster from the various other things. One of the benefits of, having played for 26 years is, a ton of monsters that, whatever, have been around forever. And the which moves it, if you had looked in the freaking pit!
There was treasure there.
There was a ton of treasure in there, man. There was a freaking ton of it. Because they capture the victims and they grab them in and then they eat them and then their stuff gets left behind. So and there's been tons of things just like that, where there's been a ton of treasure lying around and you guys just didn't even look for it. Thank you very much, okay? So, no whining to DM about no treasure. There has been plenty of treasure in these adventures. You guys just haven't found it.
We haven't been whining about no treasure, we've been whining about finding treasure.
About finding treasure?
difference.
There you go. Well, then you can keep whining about not finding treasure. It's just your own damn fault. Thank you very much. Okay, so.
We gotta get someone with a good search skill.
That's exactly.
Don't look at me, I just don't use it.
What do you mean don't look at you? You should have a good search skill.
I finally invested the point in it.
So what's your search skill now? 4. That's mine.
At this point in time, 4 people in the party are tied for the highest search skill. So I don't think you can lay everything here on Morin, poor little Morin.
But it's fun to.
Search skill, thank you very
Well,
much.
no, I'm gonna blame the mage.
Oh, Actually, as a general rule, blame the mage is a good outcome.
all my fault.
Yeah, exactly. Blame me. Blame me. Why did you cast that spell? Or worse, why did you cast that spell? I got color sprayed in the middle of combat. Why did you do that? Exactly.
I don't know.
It was fun. It doesn't really hurt
So
anybody.
you guys even went to role play
It was
the whole
for lack
getting
of
up with the
searching
amount of
rather
for
than
money,
for
or you simply assumed that you just
Yeah, we hit
I guess we
It's
looking in the right.
Yeah, exactly right. I would be most happy with what you give you more money just for another year of extended time.
No, I totally Actually, that's
still
why
understand
there's
how-
You practiced
not
us.
enough to go
So,
around.
I still don't
I
understand
have-
how it's advanced.
Well, that's one of the mysteries of the.
Okay, well, whatever. That's fine.
No, it'll happen. It'll happen.
Okay, so there's still plenty of, it was only 10 a.m. when you guys got done the thing you did before, so there's still plenty of time today to start training if you wanted to just start training today.
Sure. Let's go for it.
Okay.
Now, what do I write on my sheet here for
Okay.
So
the
what's
deal
that?
with the zine? Was it already been figured in, or?
It's
Let's
it's
bring it up.
4 days.
Yeah, I know.
So we got time.
So this figure down here, is that pre the deal we just made?
No, it's
Post the deal we just made.
Everybody's thing you do right now is post the deal that you just made.
Got it. Okay.
So,
All that money I have, how covers it?
what?
All that money I have covers it.
So the day goes by, you spend it training once again with Yaman Hazim, okay, and it seems like the entire town is training now. Oh my god, okay. So you guys are training. It turns out that a few of the other people, the warrior people, are training as well. All right. Strick is training, Jeremiah Bloom is training, and of course they're being trained by Radcliffe. Okay, also the show. So there's a ton of people just in the center of town, all doing training and all doing various other types of things. Okay, right? And then every so often, you do cross training. That's when the fighters wear mage robes and accusers wear. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, so you do all types of stuff, fun stuff, right? And then later that night, after dinner, a messenger comes by and says that Strick would like to see all of you, right, but definitely Cosimo. Cosimo.
So once you saw the
Go have us.
no skipping for
So
Cosimo.
when is Nina's mom gonna write back, huh?
What is what?
Nina's mom gonna write back.
Dude, okay, let's back up here for a second. It took you a month to get out here, which means that even if the post were running like perfectly, it would be 2 months before a message could get back.
Well, God,
Ask again in 2 months. Okay.
Forget they were, so.
What? Actually, I guess it'd be only 7 weeks.
They were, so.
What? Actually, I guess it'd be only 7 weeks of this. Actually, then 7 weeks.
I know you won't.
I'm not going to forget. Of course, I'm not going to forget. Thank you. What?
No.
You might forget about the vows.
Yeah, very good, very good. Yeah, yeah. All those vows. Vows.
Have you called us that I was going to talk to him?
Really? What are we going to talk to Strick about? Here's your opportunity. You go see Strick and well,
Great, great evil coming to destroy us all.
yada, yada, yada. Okay, come on. Let's talk about something more interesting. Okay. So, you go to the central, town hall thing, right, where Strick, normally haunts, he stays around and also the show. And you're basically in the same room that before where you had the meeting with the Laughlin, which had the miniature town meeting going on. This one is slightly different. They actually have like tables set up where people can sit down and, like little stuff to write on and various other types of things. And also refreshments and other types of deal. And Kinvolo is there. Another one of the ladies is there, right? Who by this point in time you know her name was Frida. Right, all three. So Frida is over there.
And is she like one of the fire ranking?
She is the lead shaper. Okay,
Is she the one Morin is,
No, that's Amana. That's and she's a junior shaper. She's a whatever meaningful shaper, but she's cute.
Frida?
Frida, Frida.
oh, then that's not a,
What?
human emotion sequence.
Right, of course, exactly. I do not understand this whole sex thing. Okay, right, okay.
Just make it offspring.
Right, that's exactly. We designed the offspring and then we create it.
Yeah.
Well, our process is a little bit more fun. Okay, so yeah, exactly. So anyway, and so Strick is there, Jeremiah Bloom is there, Radcliffe is there, blah blah blah. All the dweebs are there, and also and then just a few other people from the town, right? And this actually is looking more like a conference than a meeting type thing than it is, like the informal thing that you guys had before, Okay. Come on in, have a seat. We want to have a talk with Kinvolo and Frida here about their future and what they're going to be doing. We want you guys to be on it because lots of stuff about them. And, Cosimo here is one of the few people that can actually communicate with him, without the aid of magic. So we want to have you all here. Okay.
Okie dokie. Sure.
Is there anything you guys want to talk about?
Yeah.
And what's that?
Well, Polo mentioned that this ring here symbolizes that our people are in some need, and I'm from what the elders of my tribe said, and from from talking to Kinvolo and learning the history of Gordeshi, I begin to suspect that whatever force is coming. Whatever force was sending all the hordes of undead back to Gordeshi may be coming back. At least that may be what the elders of my tribe were sensing when they sent me.
Well, just as soon as you, give me a second. He leans over to you, Monty. Well, just as soon as you pay off your 550 gold piece indenture, I think you should get right on that.
Absolutely.
Yeah. That sounds pretty important, actually.
The main reason I wanted to mention it is that there's a whole bunch of undead still under that compound that we found, and we are sort of in the middle of Gordeshi lands, and so they would very likely affect you as well. If it were to happen.
Why, thanks. I appreciate that. Okay, very good. So let's get started. So, basically, he, is talking mainly via Jeremiah Bloom, actually. Okay, right? So, comprehend languages, by the way, only allows you to understand the language. It doesn't allow you to speak a language. Whereas tongues, which is one of the clerical spells, higher level clerical spells, allows you to do whatever the hell you want. It says that, right? And so basically everything's going through Jeremiah Bloom, in your conversation. You can just ask questions or do whatever the hell you want, at will. We'll just assume that's being translated from Jeremiah Bloom. Pretty much the biggest thing, the question that Strick poses to Kinvolo is, what the hell are you guys going to do? Right? You're here now. It's a couple hundred years later. Okay, whatever, it happens. Your empire's gone. It's dead. Get over it. So, what's your next step? Okay. Yeah, he's just very sensitive guy. You should see his charisma set. So anyway, and Kinvolo's basically replying, "That's a good question. We don't know what we're going to do, right? We've tossed around ideas amongst ourselves, right? One of the ideas is that we might go to see the Zingari and then see if we can see if they are still Gordeshi, or not, right? We can continue working here in the mines and various other stuff, but there's no point now, right? What's the point of, mining all the stuff and doing all the various other things if there's no undead hordes anymore? Okay, right? Various other types of things, right? So do you guys have any input?
There might well be undead hordes in the short while, and we could really use your expertise. And if you wish to travel these lands, you might want to stay for a while, learn the language and the customs.
Yeah. Well, if we were to do anything, says Kinvolo, then definitely learning the language that you guys have around here, this common thing, is very important to us. And by the way, many of them are already like just this last couple of days, they've already been starting to learn common. And a lot of them can speak very, very, very basic, pigeon type of common type stuff. Go, stay, hello. Where's the cheese? The essential things you need to know when you first learn any language, right? So, ¿Dónde está el queso? So, now, one of the things that, at this point in time, Strick actually asks, right? So what the heck were you guys making anyway? Because no one's ever told them all the various things they're making also, right? And so it's like, well, we made the undead destructors and various other things. It's like, this big hulking thing. So it's like, yeah, those things are good, okay. And then, I'm sorry, Goliath 49 would be here as well. Just standing unobtrusively behind the conference table. like that big hulking thing behind you. Yeah, exactly. And then, and then other types of things. And then it's like, oh yeah, we made the Stone Sheen and various other stuff. And it's like, so what does the Stone Sheen do? Blah, 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 right? And, during all this, people have been sipping on refreshments and various other things are well. And then, Kinvolo's talking and Jeremiah Bloom spits out his stuff, starts talking, rapidly in Gordeshi and yada, yada, yada. And then Kinvolo's like, blah, 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 blah. So it's like, blah, 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 right? And it's like, yeah, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, and Jeremiah Bloom just, takes a step back. It's like, I don't think you're going to believe this or not, okay, but he's saying that Stone Sheen can actually bypass some of the defenses of the undead, right? And that they use it to coat weapons and
Yeah,
all this sort of stuff.
we've seen this effect already.
And it can get positively charged too.
And it's been positively charged.
They have a conduit to the positive material plane. Yeah.
Right, and so he talks to, you know, and it's like, oh my God, they totally have to open these mines again because these weapons would be incredibly valuable. Okay, right? They could make an entire industry out of just creating these weapons, these Stone Sheen weapons. Okay, which is on the wall, right? I would pay 500 gold pieces right now for one of these weapons. Right?
Okay. I say, hey, Joe. Actually, you know something? I'll take the mace from Xanatos.
Okay, yeah.
Can you use it?